Good morning, Rhino Cats. It's Miss Mary Louise. Welcome to Measurement Monday. In an effort to keep things simple, structured, and fun, I have created some daily themes for us to explore together, no matter your grade level or ability. So every Monday, we're going to be coming together and talking about all things measurement. Measurement is when you are finding the size or amount of something, and we have explored this together right before break when we recorded our class heights. So using a ruler, we measured ourselves and recorded in feet and inches. We can also measure other things like how much time has passed, how much something weighs, how much space something takes up. Today, I want to focus on temperature, though. And I thought that temperature was a relevant topic, or one that is closely connected to what's going on in the world around us for a few reasons. One of which is we hear a lot about global warming, or how the Earth's temperature is steadily rising, and ways we can help slow that down or prevent that. We also, more than ever, it's important to be monitoring our own body temperature, making sure that we are staying healthy. We know that one of the first symptoms of the coronavirus and many other illnesses is a fever. So it's more important than ever that we know how to measure our own body temperature to know if we have a fever or not. Other reasons why temperature is important is because it's important for us to be able to control the temperature and monitor the temperature of our food, right? We want to know how to use an oven, how to cook food properly. We want to be familiar with the weather, how hot or cold it is outside, and how to dress appropriately for that. So now that we know why temperature is important, let's talk about what temperature is and how we can measure it. So temperature is how hot or cold something is. You can use a thermometer to measure temperature. In some thermometers, there's a special liquid called mercury or alcohol that rises or falls depending on how hot or cold it is. So the hotter the temperature, the higher the liquid will climb, and the lower the temperature, the lower the liquid will go on the thermometer. We can use thermometers to measure temperature outside and inside, and we can also use thermometers to measure the temperature of our own body. When we are measuring temperature, we can use two different scales. There is the Celsius scale and there's the Fahrenheit scale. The Celsius scale is a part of the metric system, and it's used by most other countries in the world. We use the Fahrenheit scale here in the United States. Both of the scales measure the same thing, temperature. They just use different numbers. So it's kind of like how you can measure in inches and in centimeters. Temperature is measured in units called degrees. So for example, water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Celsius. Water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. And our body temperature is usually about 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So we know that we have a fever if our body temperature goes above about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Thermometers can be different from each other, so when you use one, make sure to look at it carefully. Many thermometers show temperature in both Celsius and Fahrenheit. To find the temperature, you want to look at where the red liquid stops on the number line. Today, your goal is going to be to take what you learned here and to apply it and expand on it using the website IXL. I really like the website IXL because unlike iReady, it gives us instant feedback about our answers. So you'll know when you answer a question whether it's right or wrong, and it'll help you solve the question correctly if you get it wrong. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the website IXL.com. You're going to go to Learning. You're going to click on Math, go into Topics, and click on Measurement. Within Measurement, you can go into different grade level skills. So there's first grade skills, which I would like CS and MW to access. You're going to complete P.1, read a thermometer. For second grade skills, S.1, read a thermometer. I want my friends SG, KT, DA, IG, and I actually want RU to do second grade skills as well. And then Third grade skills, BB1, read a thermometer, BB2, reasonable temperature. That's going to be NB. And when you're answering these questions, guys, it's going to ask you things like, what is the temperature? And you're going to have to reference a thermometer. So an example I have for you here, if you can see it, I'll pull the camera a little closer. We have what is the temperature? You need to look and see where that red liquid stops on the number line. So we can see for number 1, the red liquid stops at 15. So they may ask you to record your answer in a few different formats. So you may have to click on the answer, like right here, you'd click on 15 out of 5, 10, 15, and 20. Or you would write or type, I guess, 15 in the blank. All right. So the answer number 1 would be 15 degrees Celsius. Number 2, what is a reasonable temperature for a hot day in the desert? Well, we talked about how we use the Fahrenheit scale here in the United States. I know that 32 degrees Fahrenheit is when water freezes. I know that that is a cold temperature. I know that 99 degrees Fahrenheit, I know that I have a fever at 99 degrees Fahrenheit, so I know that that is hot. So I would say that 99 degrees Fahrenheit would be a reasonable temperature for a hot day in the desert. That's a hot temperature. All right, guys, once again, go into IXL. Find your grade skills, P1, P period 1, read a thermometer, S period 1, read a thermometer, BB period 1, read a thermometer, and reasonable temperature is what everyone will be completing. Good luck. I will be in touch at some point today to make sure we don't have any questions or concerns about our work. In the meantime, just try your best.